heads up, so enjoy.
Next time.
I think we would trade, wouldn't we? We all want to trade. How's everybody doing? Good. Hey, before we get started, the football world kind of lost one of my mentors last week, Bill Tobin. Just wanted to tell his family I love him. Bill's been an instrumental part of my life. I would not be here without him and his family. I met him when I first started in Cincinnati. The tales are limitless. He's got a great family. His wife, Ducine, is one of the nicest ladies in the world. Son, Duke, is like a brother to me, and all his other family. So just wanted to let them know I was thinking about them, and I'll answer any questions you guys got.
Sorry if you lost.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Again, he would be pissed off if I brought it up. But I love him. I love his family, and just wanted to let him know I was thinking about him. Go ahead.
What have you seen from the defense since we last spoke to you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, there's been goods and bads. I think the spring is very much that way. When you go versus the offense, you're either the best in the world or you stink. So consistency is what we're striving for. We talked about when I first met you guys, laying a foundation and building from there. I think we've done a good job with that. There's pros and cons to going slow. I recognize that, but that's where our mindset is. I'm very proud of the effort that we're seeing every day. I know that's kind of a statement you shouldn't have to make, but the guys are running to the ball. That's a key coaching point here, and execution has been good. So once we get this first floor set, then we'll put the second and the third and the fourth, but we won't go any higher until we got our foundation set.
You said when you came in here you were going to take some time, kind of assess what you had to work with, and then put a scheme together.
Yep.
How has that process gone, and what have you seen from what you have?
I think we got some guys that can rush the passer. I think we got some guys that can cover. We got a post safety and go red line to red line, so we'll kind of build from there. Obviously, this is 2024, so people come and people go, and that's our job as coaches to coach the team we have. So to look at us, see who the playmakers are, who are the guys that we need to get shots. Those guys that can blitz, those guys that can rush, and let them impact the game. I think we've all been a part of something where where the ball is going to go, and it's like, well, hey, why don't they just cover that guy? So we'll try to do the easy stuff first and then grow from there.
It was one of the worst rushing defenses in the country last year. How big of a focus has that been for you to improve upon that, and how have you gone about it?
Yeah, even taking last year out of it, you got to stop the run. Like all the fun stuff you want to do on third down and the exotics and all that stuff that everybody, makes a bunch of money speaking at laser clinics on. It doesn't matter if it's 2nd and 3, 3rd and 1, right? So we got to win early downs. Our job is to get them to 2nd and 7 or more, so we can get them to get back on track. So then we can go have fun. So there's a all 11 mindset. Everybody's got a little dirt in their job. You might be a corner that's got a tackle. You might be a nickel, a safety. If you're a 3 technique, you might have to take on a double team. But as long as we have that tribe mentality and we're pushing forward, then we'll get to where we want to get to.
Shermer has talked about the adjustment from the NFL.
Yeah.
Because the game is different. How has that been for you? Like the different hashes?
Yeah, the
some
first
of the
day you
different
go,
rules?
you kind of go walk these hashes like, golly, these things are wide. So it adjusts some of the spot drop stuff that we do. Football's football, right? So it's still 11 on 11. I try not to make too much out of it. But yeah, there are some things from a schematic standpoint that if we are going to play a vision and break defense that we got to be a little bit wider because that's how it is here. And again, the guys have done a great job. I think there was a great structure here in terms of kind of the vision and break stuff, and we've grown with that. But it's really all on the players. It's our job to put them in position to be successful. And once we do that, I think we'll like the results.
Coach, just having played and coached the position, what have you seen from Cam and Shiloh so far?
Yeah, I think they've done a great job. I tell them all the time, leaders got to lead from the front, and I think that's their key, right? They are the heartbeat of this defense, right there in the middle. They're our quarterback. That's why we run the meetings the way that we run them. They've got a vested interest and a say in this defense. I think communication is imperative, and they've done a great job grasping where they fit in the defense. And once you do that, the game slows down. So really pleased with Cam, with Shiloh, with Duke, with Herm, really with all of them. We've had buy-in from the whole group the whole time. So very lucky to be coaching that position.
You've used the basketball analogy, getting the shooter's shots. You're just 13 practices in, but have there been some guys that have jumped out in that sense?
Yeah, we got some shooters. So it's our job to feature them. It can't be an every down thing. Again, there's always a little dirt in everybody's job, but when it's a got to have it game on the line, I think we have a pretty good feel of who we want covering, who we want rushing, how we want the structure to be. So 2 more opportunities, and then obviously fall camp comes, and you look at what you got and build a game plan from there. And then obviously by week, it's anybody but whoever their best player is, and that's always the kind of the focus of what we do.
Clearly you've been working with NFL defensive backs for the last decade.
Yep.
Right? So what have you seen out of Travis Hunter so far in the early goings of your relationship?
Travis is a unicorn. I think the best example is, Travis was playing a wide receiver one of our 3rd down days, so he gets 8 to 9 reps at wide out and then kind of jogs over to us, and I'm like, hey dude, you need a break? And he kind of looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, oh, all right, great, well you got him, go ahead. So I think Travis can be as good as he wants to be. I think the sky is the limit. He's an immensely talented kid. He's a great kid. I've never seen him have a bad day. I don't mean to make this into an infomercial for Travis, but I haven't seen anything bad. So we can build with people like that for sure. Not only because who he is on the grass, but who he is in the building. Means a lot to me, means a lot to us, and I'm glad he plays for us.
Coach, Shiloh told us last week that you kind of have him modeling his game a little bit after Jesse Bates. What kind of similarities do you see between those two players, and how do you kind of envision him kind of being able to emulate parts of Jesse's game?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great role model, I think, especially every Tuesday when he gets a check. But, Jess is the best. Jace came to me as a 20-year-old kid. Ability to go kind of red line to red line. Jess was not that big his rookie year. I almost said freshman. I've been getting indoctrinated in college. And his ability to play the deep part of the field was rare, and that's why he is who he is. So, with Shiloh, that's something we strive on. I think nowadays kids like watching people they can be like. So there's some examples that way with Jesse, with Justin Silmon, with those guys who play in the post and can go get the ball for sure.
Coach, you have obviously you've lost some guys in the portal.
Yep.
You're going to get some guys in the portal.
Yep.
What's that process like as far as getting them involved? Is it sort of similar to NFL when you're bringing in draft picks and free agents, things like that?
I think for me, the way my brain works is I have to put in buckets. So this is a combination of phase 2 of free agency and then top 30 college visits. So people will come, people will go. I transferred, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say like, hey, stick it out, because I left. Right? It is what it is. I wasn't good enough to play at Western Michigan, so I transferred to William & Mary. So you always want opportunities for these guys. The game quits on everybody eventually. You got 4, you got 5 years to think about it for the rest of your life. So if they're looking for that opportunity, that's great. We wish them luck. And then the guys that are coming, we feel strongly enough about our culture and who we are here in the locker room that it can cultivate growth with new people. So it's 2024. It is what it is, right? The guys that are here as Bo Schembechler, I guess those that stay will be champions, and that's kind of the rallying cry here.
It's obviously been a lot for you since you've been a part of a spring game. What are you just hoping to get out of it, whether atmosphere-wise and just from the guys as well, what you're looking to see on Saturday?
I'm excited to see the stadium, candidly. I've watched a lot of film, a lot of home games, and to everybody's credit, even late in the year, the place is packed. I'm excited to feel that atmosphere. I'm excited to see what it's like to be here under the mountains and kind of everything that you took the job for. And then it's a special day, right? I think it's lost too much. Like, these guys work so hard. I mean, year round for 12 opportunities. So let's make this the 13th. It's the only thing that's guaranteed to us. So let's go out, let's have fun, let's play fast, let's leave it all out there. And then really at the end of the day, you got 2 or 3 months to think about, oh, I wish I would have. So if you're going to make a mistake, make it full speed. I'm excited to, again, see what the atmosphere is like. Can't wait to see Buff Nation and really happy to be here.
Thanks, Coach.
Everybody good? Thanks, guys. Damn.
Robbie. What's up, Cam? What's shirt on? Good pull.
Finally got one in Colorado now.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stop by there.
Cam, just
45 minutes from here.
winding down spring football, man. How you feeling right now? How you adjusting to Coach Livingston's defense?
Oh, it's been great. Livingston's a great coach. He's a player's coach. He meets us where we at, basically. He's been great to play for. We out there playing fast, and for the most part, Coach Livingston preach fun. I mean, you make 0 plays with a frown on your face. So we just out there having fun for the most part. That's the word of my spring, is just have fun and do what I got to do. No pressure. We just out there doing what we got to do.
How's it been transitioning from Coach Kelly? We've heard from some people that, Coach Livingston's putting an emphasis on putting players where their strengths are.
Yeah.
How have you seen it go so far?
Coach Kelly was an awesome coach. A great guy, a great man. And Coach Livingston came in and he made the system built off us. Coach Kelly brought his own system in. So Coach Livingston, we doing a lot of we having meetings. It's like quarterback meetings. Like, we tell him what we see and he go adjust to that. So a lot of stuff, like a lot of lingo we use, the words we use surrounding the game, it comes from us. It's not coming from Coach Livingston. He kind of trying to adjust to us more, and that makes it easy for us because we used to hearing a lot of things and we like things to say it a certain way. So we're not really thinking when we out there. We just playing. So that's the most biggest adjustment is Coach Livingston played with us, and we kind of had to adjust to Coach Kelly that system. You know what I'm saying?
Is it tough for you to see guys like Savion and Dylan decide to move on and not be with you guys going forward?
Actually, everybody made the best decision for them. I mean, I'm not going to jump on a hate train of them guys. I mean, for the most part, them guys are family, brothers for life. I mean, for the most part, them guys made the best decision for them. I mean, as a man, I'll be wrong to tell you not to make the best decision for you. I mean, because if I had a different feeling, you know what I'm saying, I'll make the best decision for me. So it's no bickering us and nothing to them guys. Like, it's just a business at the end of the day. It's all this is a business. So I don't think too much of it.
Are you guys motivated as a defensive unit based upon some of the struggles that you had last year to really kind of improve this here moving forward?
I mean, of course, 4-8. You think about it every day. They was able to run the ball on us a lot last year. They threw the ball on us a lot. So we got nothing but motivation. We have nothing to piggyback on and say we did this good, we did this good. We don't feel like we did anything great. So we're just trying to do everything great. So it's a lot of motivation.
Coach Mathis said there was a little bit of cover one this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to help you kind of stay up in the box a little bit and maybe force the ball down the field?
Definitely. I mean, that make us play down here. I mean, me and Charlo, you know what I'm saying? We like to play down here. We like to put our head in there, put our face in there. So for them, that's fixed our game. That's the thing about Coach Livingston. He came in, he knew who we are. He know the players he got. So he playing to our strength. So that's our strength. So that's what we're gonna do.
You've welcomed some guys in from the portal. Have there been some guys that have impressed you, newcomers that have joined you this spring?
Everybody, for the most part. DJ McKinney, speaking on defense, DJ McKinney, Preston Hodge, them guys, balling outside. And these guys been able, like Preston Hodge, been able to go inside and play outside. So he's been good. Webster, a linebacker, Webster, receiver, like all them guys just been coming in and working their butt off for real. I mean, keeping their head down, not too worried about what people got to say about Colorado. They just come in and work, and I appreciate them because it's not. I mean, everybody can't play for Colorado. Let's keep it being like everybody can't play here, so that's why you see a lot of guys come in and out because it's not an easy team to play for. But when you play for it, you be a better player, you're a better man at the end of the day. So it's a sacrifice you take.
How much are you looking forward to your second spring game here at Folsom?
I'm so good. I mean, I hope we don't get no snow this year. I mean, it was a great year last year just because of the snow. I mean, coming from the south, I know if it rains a little bit, ain't nobody gonna be at no spring game. It ain't that important to them. But I expect it to be great. I mean, bigger than last year. I'm ready to have some fun. We got a lot of festivities going on, and for the most part, I'm just ready to see my mom, man. I miss my mom, I miss my dad, my little sister. I'm just ready. They come in Friday, so I'm ready to see them for the most part.
You've been around Shador for a while now. How has he developed this year, and do you feel like he's taking the leap?
He's taking the leap. He's growing to himself more and more every year I've seen him. This year he knows he's great. He knows he's working to be that number one quarterback on the board, and I know he's gonna get there. So he's him. You know what I'm saying? He's him. He's been him since I met him. So he's right where he wanted to be. He ready to take over now.
Thanks, Cam.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cam.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Bam.